There we go. All right. Can everybody see my screen, the Night Hacks slideshow? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been seeing
Yeah,
it.
I see it.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah, I could have asked a while ago. Thank you everyone for joining. My name is Chris Feltner. I'm the president of Night Hacks. I'm so excited to see all of you, 83 people. Wow. That is just awesome. Let me start by talking a little bit about what Night Hacks is. And so Night Hacks is UCF software development and hackathon RSO. And so I'll talk about a little bit what a hackathon is if you're not familiar with it. What we do, our day-to-day, is that we host weekly workshops on tech skills. And we try to focus on some of the tech skills that you would be expected to know if you were to join a company, but might not get addressed in your classes, as well as some of the cool, fun uses of computer science, like how to make an Alexa skill or how to make a Discord bot, or some of the ones that we've hosted previously. We have a lot of really fun, interesting workshops coming down the pipe for you guys, and we'll go over our September workshop schedule in a little while. The second thing we do is we are the organization behind UCF's largest hackathon. Our last hackathon had 550 people, give or take, in attendance. Our one prior to that had like 300 or so. So we've been growing a lot in the hackathon space. Those of you that previously registered for a hackathon might know that it has been moved virtually. We'll be hosting it on October 9th through the 11th. And so I will get to that when we talk about the hackathon. The big point that I really would like to make is that we are beginner friendly. If you've taken some intro computer science classes, you should be okay to follow along in our workshops. We don't require that you know any sort of languages in advance. Like if you have some basic programming skills, you should be good to at least follow along in our workshops and get something out of it. Even if you have no programming skills, you're still welcome to come. You're still probably going to be able to follow along. But I really want to make the point that whether you are just beginning, you're a freshman, you just entered to, you are a senior, you're taking senior design right now, there is something for everyone. You can get something out of our meetings. Our mission, our official mission statement that I have copied and pasted, is that the goal of Night Hacks is to develop computer science skills among students and to build an appreciation for real-world uses of the field. We aim to create a diverse, welcoming, and inclusive tech community and to build friendships among students interested in technology. That is our official mission. And so I thank you all for joining us today on that mission. So we do a lot. We have a big hackathon. We have all of these workshops. We have some new programming coming down the pipe. So we have a big team, naturally. And so I'm going to go through and introduce some of the people behind Night Hacks, show you some of their faces. And if you join our meetings, you should see these people around. So I'll start with myself. My name is Chris Feltner. I'm the president of Night Hacks. I double major computer science and political science, so I'm qualified to like build software and also argue with people. I will be graduating this May, and I'm really excited to be president and to see all of you. Harold, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. So my name is Harold Padilla. I am the vice president. I am majoring in information technology. I'm graduating sometime in 2022 or 2023, so you're gonna see me for a while. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this year. I'm excited to what we can do, the workshops and everything, also just social events, a little bit more about me. I'm a typical nerd. I like video games, I like anime. You know, definitely if you want to talk about any of that stuff, my messages are always open. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, guys. Like, this is gonna be great. I am so excited, like, actually.
So my name's
Awesome.
Dylan.
There we go. Dylan, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm the treasurer this semester. Been involved with Night Hacks for like the past 2 years. Helped to organize the event in 2019 and had various positions throughout the time. So yeah, I'm graduating 2022. Super excited just seeing how many people came out to this event, you know, for this year with the organization, getting to put on some workshops and stuff despite COVID and all these circumstances. So yeah, definitely looking forward to having everybody be involved this year.
All right, hello there, hello there. My name is Jose Ciano. I am a third year here studying computer science. And when I'm not trying to currently not drown from the whole internship hunting season, I am currently trying to keep my sanity as we survive Zoom University, fall 2019. Or fall 2020, yes, that's a
Wait, he can't even remember. He's so stressed out he can't remember the year, everyone.
That's how bad it is.
The
But
sanity
yes,
is already going.
where am I? But yes, I do hope to be able to talk and meet a lot of you and be able to have fun.
Awesome, thank you. Now I'm going to introduce some of the directors. So these are some of the people on our dev and design team. And so I'll start with Brian. Do you want to unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Hey, you guys see me?
Yes.
Cool. I'm Brian. So at Nighthacks, we have a development and design team where we build all kinds of stuff. We build mobile apps, web apps, websites, the whole like theme of Nighthacks. And we're a pretty big team. And we're always looking for new talent. I know we're like in a weird transition period since the hackathon got delayed, but we'll definitely notify the Discord when we recruit for the next hackathon. But yeah, I think that the development and design team is a great place to get that first experience that you can use like in an interview or et cetera. We use pretty relevant technologies. Most of our stuff we build like with React. We have we use Firebase on the back end. We do Android Studio for Android app. We do Swift for iOS. But yeah, we have a lot of fun, and I'm really happy that you all are here.
Awesome. Is everybody hearing everything okay? I see some confusion in the chat.
No, yeah, we're
Oh no,
good.
there's no confusion.
There is zero confusion in the chat. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Great. Awesome. Thanks, Brian. Lloyd, I don't think was able to join the call today, but Lloyd is the other co-director of the dev and design team, and he's been focusing a lot on the mobile side, a really cool mobile app for the hackathon. He's been doing a great job leading that team. So we thank him a lot for that. And if you join our ops meetings, you're certain to meet Lloyd there. Radha, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everybody. I'm happy to be here. So I'm the design director for Nighthacks. I'm in charge of the visual theme of the website. I've created assets for the website together with my team, such as characters, backgrounds, motion design for mobile, animation, t-shirt designs, and anything Nighthacks needs to create a cool event for the hackathon.
Awesome, thank you. Justin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Justin. I'm graduating this fall of, so this 2020, December. Yeah, I'm the lead backend developer for Nighthacks. We code in, Node.js, TypeScript, making web APIs, stuff like that. We currently use a lot of Firebase. And for anyone who's really interested in really joining the team, I already got a single DM about a guy who's really interested in this. Feel free to DM me, talk to me, and we'll see where you can fit in.
Fantastic, that's great. All right, and then let's move on to some more of the team. Marco is our sponsorship director. Marco, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure thing. Sorry, I was muted. Can you guys see me? I'm visible. Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, fantastic. Hey, everybody. My name is Marco. I do sponsorship at Nighthacks with a really cool team. I guess in a sentence, the sponsorship team is in charge of raising capital for the hackathon and for the club as well. So, we're totally non-for-profit. Everybody here is volunteering, on their free time because we're so passionate about computer science. providing these opportunities to the students and to the school. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm a CS major, and I'm happy to see so many people here interested in being a part of our organization. I know we've come a long way, and we have a bunch of great plans for the future and for everybody involved. So it's nice to see everybody.
Awesome, thank you. Marco's team has done a great job of linking up Night Hacks with all of the awesome companies that are sponsoring us, and you can see some of those companies if you go on the website, and we'll get to that later too. I don't think Andres was able to join the call, but Andres was our is our finance director, and so if you want to know how much 1,400 tacos cost, or how much it costs for a food truck to come to the event, Andres is the guy to ask. His team has been, when we were going to have the physical event, figuring out all of the costs to host the event and doing all of the budgeting to make sure that that we had enough money to cover everything. And now with moving digital, his team is going to be looking at some of the different swag options we can provide via the mail, and also how we can ship everyone all of their awesome swag. Yes, he is. Harrison, you're right. He is the person who buys 27 pineapples at the supermarket in the math problem. Lewis, are you on the call? You want to introduce yourself?
Good. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? My name is Luis. I'm the operations director. I am a integrated general studies major, whatever that means at UCF. Basically, I'm just studying IT, hospitality, and business, and I'm trying to make something out of it. So far, so good. So congrats to me. But yeah, like I said, I'm the operations director. When this was supposed to be a physical event, I was fighting with people to get shares, venues, just making sure that the event, anything that they needed for the event, I would go ahead and try to get it for us. Was also trying to make sure that the event went smoothly, working with different teams. I have a very small team. I used to have 3 people in my team. If you want to join me, please let me know. But yeah, I'm still like out of it because it's summer and everything, but I'm pretty sure we'll have an awesome event. Let me just tell you, like, if you don't know much about programming, you'll learn. Like, I barely knew anything before I joined Night Hacks, and I don't even go to the meetings that much, and I've learned so much. Like, it's amazing. So definitely give it a try, and I hope to see you guys at the event.
Awesome, thank you so much. Devin, our communications director. Devin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Hi, I'm Devin. I'm not marketing. I'm the director for communication here at Night Hacks. I'm glad to see we have so many people out here tonight. A little worried about that. So what I mainly do is handle the social media, help get these announcements out, and make some of the pretty little graphics you might see for some events. And like Lewis, I'm also looking for some people to help out right now. So if you're interested in helping spread the word, just feel free to contact me in the Discord server. I guess a bit about myself. I'm a CS major, should be graduating hopefully sometime in 2021. And I guess I play video games as a hobby. That's all I can think about right now.
Awesome, thank you. All of the cool graphics that you've been seeing on Instagram, all of like the graphic for this meeting, even some of the ones you'll see for future meetings, that's all Devin's team. So if you are interested in that, we'll get in a little bit about how you can join on to the organizing teams if you're interested. All right. Now I'd like to do something so that we get a little bit of face-to-face time with each other. So I'm going to break us up into breakout rooms, and we're going to discuss the question, if you could just introduce yourself to the people in your breakout room, and then we can discuss what topic, skill, or tool are you most excited about learning this semester. Doesn't even have to be computer science related. What topic are you interested in? But I think this will be a good opportunity for everyone to get to know each other And let me just open that up.
Obviously, if you don't just have to talk about this, introduce yourselves, but this is kind of give you something to talk about. What are you excited to learn? The directors are going to be popping in and out of the rooms and making sure that, like, we're all talking and making sure we're all good. Definitely, this is where you want to turn your camera on, turn your mic on. That'd be great. Looking forward to seeing you in a bit.
All right, the breakout room should be all open. So if you could go ahead and head into those rooms and meet other people.
All right, we have people joining back in. Hello, everyone. Chris, you're muted.
Hello.
Everybody has about a half a minute left to join back in, so.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like we should have made the rooms like a little bit bigger.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you
that's
guys?
a good note for the future.
What do you guys think?
I would agree. Maybe a little bigger.
Bigger.
Like groups of
Wouldn't
4 or
mind.
5 or something. Yeah, 4 to 5. What John said.
That was pretty cool. All right. Awesome. Let me share my screen again.
Thank you, Ashley.
All right. Can we all see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So thank you all for participating in that. That was a lot of fun. It was really great to get to know everyone. I hope we can do some more stuff that will allow people to get to know people one-on-one in the future. All right. So
Come back next time. We'll do another one.
yeah. You are probably wondering, what can you do in Night Hacks? And so I'll turn it over to Jose to discuss some of our upcoming workshops.
Why, yes, person in the chat right now, they just type, what can I do at Night Hacks? Following slides, we're going to show you some of the ways you can be more involved with the club. So every Thursday at 7:30, starting next week. In some sense, you can even say starting now, because why are we here right now? We're going to have fun workshops on various topics. For those who have previously been to our workshops, like in the last year, we are bringing back some fan favorites, as well as bringing in some new ones to spice things up a bit. Our schedule for the month is as follows. Next week is going to be a Git workshop, which is a very powerful software useful for any software developer. The next week is going to be a co-workshop with AI at UCF, where you can learn the fun topic of Markov chains. And the final workshop of the month is going to be an internship panel. With this being internship hunting season, we invite you all to come speak with a bunch of students who have a bunch of different internship backgrounds, and you can learn a lot more about the various internship programs at different companies and any tips they may have. Once again, all of these events are held every Thursday at 7:30. We are very beginner friendly, so please do not be afraid to stop by.
Awesome, thank you. And now I'm going to talk about the hackathon. I know this is a lot of people are excited about the hackathon. So, but for those of you that do not know what a hackathon is, let me take a moment to explain. A hackathon is a 36-hour invention marathon / competition. You team up with friends. You can have a team of up to 4 to build a project, any project. And I know it says hack in the name, but it does not have to be cybersecurity related. Hack just refers to like making a project very quickly in sort of the hackathon world. But there's been projects like mobile apps, there's like AR, VR projects, machine learning projects, web apps, stuff like that. Corey, your question is, do people go to sleep during this? That is a good question. Yes, you can sleep during hackathons, but some people choose not to.
Yeah,
yeah.
I recommend you do.
Yeah, please sleep. Like, do take care of your health. Like, it's good to sleep. Yes, you can sleep. So what? When you're at a hackathon, you're competing for some prizes. Usually there's like tracks like best machine learning project or best best hack for social good is one that I keep seeing. There's usually games like fun activities, and we're planning a bunch of fun activities at ours. One that I think is really cool that I'm excited about is Microsoft Paint Bob Ross. We'll stream Bob Ross, and everybody tries to do the Bob Ross episode with Microsoft Paint, and then we see the results. We have workshops during the entire event, like from the moment hacking starts to the moment it stops. We have pretty much the whole thing filled up with workshops, all sorts of different topics. If you have no experience, there's tons of beginner-friendly workshops. If you have a lot of experience, you could probably you're definitely going to still get something out of the workshops, because there's a lot of workshops on more niche topics, and a lot of workshops from our sponsors. So The important thing is that this is 100% free. You do not need to pay to go to a hackathon. And when the hackathons were in person, typically all of your food was paid for, all of the swag was paid for, like everything you needed, hardware, all paid for, all taken care of in advance. You just need to get yourself there. And a lot of times they would even pay for buses. So we pay for this through corporate sponsorship, through some of the top companies that you might want to work for. Some of our sponsors this semester include Microsoft, Facebook, Google, EA will be coming, Capital One will be coming. You can see a full list of our sponsors on our website. But all of them are coming to meet you. They want to meet you, the bright, talented students that they hope to employ in the future. So it is an excellent opportunity to network with recruiters. We have a career fair at our event where you can network with recruiters. We're moving everything online this year. So unfortunately, we were scheduled to have the event in March of last year, and we canceled it because of COVID. So we've rescheduled it for this October. And we've moved everything online, but we still want to keep all of the fun, all of the learning opportunity in the event. And we're thinking about how we can move things online, but still make it really engaging for everyone. So this is the one thing that you will need to opt into if you want to do it. So if you go to nighthacks.org and you click the register button, you can register for the hackathon, and then like admissions information will be sent out a couple weeks before the event. So make sure if you want to participate in the hackathon, just being a member of NightHacks does not get you into the hackathon automatically. You have to go online and you have to register in advance. I see a question, do you need to have a team going in, or can you be assigned to a team? You do not need to have a team going in. We're going to have a team building opportunity during the event where if you go in like as a person by yourself, or maybe you have one friend but you want 2 more people to join onto, we're gonna have a team building event during the hackathon where you'll be able to link up with other people, make new friends. In fact, the first hackathon I went to, I literally knew like only a couple people. It was a huge event. But I didn't have any team in advance, and I just met 3 people there. We didn't know each other. None of us knew each other beforehand. We all met each other at the event, and we built a project in a weekend, and we won first place. So it is definitely possible to, 1, meet awesome people during the event, and 2, to succeed if you do that.
Do you decide what to code, or is there a theme, Chris? Do you want to answer that?
That's a great question. Yeah, you can decide what to code. There are going to be some prizes, like specific tracks. So a specific prize that if you make a project that fits within the criteria, you can apply for that prize. So there will be tracks that we'll announce in the opening ceremonies that may inform the project that you decide to make, but you are completely free to make whatever project you want. It is entirely up to you. It is entirely a learning opportunity for you to seize and get the most out of. And yes, you can still qualify for prizes even with a project idea that doesn't fit into any of the tracks. We will have a first, second, third prizes.
Testing.
Okay. Awesome. And then we have a few new programs coming down the track that we have been working on this summer. And the first one is our resume database. So typically we would have sponsored workshops and you would hand in your resume to a sponsor, but that's not, we can't do that right now. So if you want to, you can upload the current version of your resume to nighthacks.org/resume. And anytime we have a sponsored workshop, anytime a sponsor contacts us, any of the companies that we are working with, we will send the whole resume database out to them. And so this is a great opportunity to get your resume out there. You might hear back from some of the companies that see your resume. I highly recommend that you send up your resume into that database. We're also working on a mentorship program. We'd like to match up pairs of newer students with more experienced students. And for the mentees, this is a great opportunity. If you're a freshman or a sophomore, you will be able to attend some of these mentorship events with your mentor, get some advice, and grow in your career. If you feel like you have questions at this point in your career, you can ask your mentor. And for the mentors, it's a great opportunity to build an important skill. Mentorship is really an important skill. I'll get into how to join these in a bit for people who are asking. Mentorship is a really important skill, and so by participating in this program, you'll be able to make a difference in someone's UCF career. And then the third program that we are working on is a project-based program where you'll join a group of students to work on a semester-long project. So we know that typically a lot of the projects people work on are for hackathons or for side projects. They're not worked on for a very long period of time, or they're like a class project. So this is an additional opportunity for you to work with people on a longer term project. We're also working with some nonprofits in the area on a Code for Good initiative. So we've got some of their project requirements, like some things that they need built for them. And you'll be able to, if you join the Code for Good groups, to build a project over the course of the semester for a nonprofit that will get used by that nonprofit. If you don't have experience, that's okay. We're gonna make the group placements as we intend to make the group placements as a mix of experience levels and years and skills, so that there's maybe some more experienced people on the topic and some people who can take it more as a learning opportunity. But if you're a beginner, don't let the I know project can seem kind of daunting, but don't let it scare you away. No, Ricardo, we are not having a Code for Evil program. So if you're interested in these programs, there's going to be an interest form coming up. Tiara, you don't need to focus. The organization does not focus on one language. There's going to be a bunch of different workshops in all different languages. Okay, so now, how do you become a member? And I'm going to turn it over to Dylan first, our treasurer, to discuss some of the dues.
Hello, everybody. So basically, when you pay dues for this club, a lot of people's question is, what exactly do I get? Well, let me tell you, when you give us $10 for an entire school year worth of dues, and let me also mention $10 for dues, I would challenge you to find another club that provides a t-shirt and the things that we do that takes $10 for dues. But when you give us that $10, you're helping a 501c3 nonprofit provide these different resources, these different things to help you and provide these opportunities. The only source of funding that we have that's consistent year over year isn't corporate sponsorship, because that can be highly volatile. And if you'd like to learn more about that, definitely you can talk to Marco. He's probably very familiar with, you know, the pitfalls and whatnot of corporate sponsorship. When we receive dues, it gives us a consistent amount of money that we can use to budget for these events and these different things that end up costing quite a bit of money. So giving us dues this year, you'll be getting a 2020 Night Hacks t-shirt, the right to vote and run in elections. And I also want to clarify, to be eligible for any positions and whatnot, you do need to pay dues. So you need to be an active student member. And you also get the satisfaction that you are helping out your fellow Night Hacks attendees. So Chris, if you go to the next slide. So if you would like to pay with credit or debit card, you can go to nighthacks.org/dues. I just checked that link and it does work. So I'm $10 short, but I know that you will be able to pay dues through that link. And if you'd like to pay it through Cash App, you can do it through our Night Hacks Cash App. You can scan this code here to do that, or you could do it $Night Hacks. If you misspell Night Hacks and you didn't use the code and we don't receive the money, I'm going to tell you right now that could cause an issue. So definitely make sure you double check the spelling. We have had issues in the past. Make sure that it's Night Hacks, capital K, capital H, not Night Hacks, Night Hacks. Just making sure. And also, once you fill out this information, you will also need to provide your information onto, and I can send the link in the chat if I can figure out how to do that. I'll send the link in the chat in a second. nighthacks.org/membership. If you go there, it'll go to a Google form. You need to pay and fill out the form in order to be considered an active member. Because for our purposes, we need to know who paid dues, who's considered a member, whatnot, for things like elections, whatnot, to make sure that we know exactly who's part of our organization so that we can report that to different people. So very important that you fill out that form. It'll also ask you for some information about your address. That's so we can ship you the t-shirt in the case that we can't hand it to you in person, because COVID has taken all the fun out of in-person meetings. So that's basically it, yeah. And I'll try to send that link out right now.
The important thing is, so for meetings, like, you don't have to pay dues to come to meetings. You don't have to be a dues paying member to come to the hackathon. But in order to get a t-shirt, in order to vote in elections, or in order to run for elections, you will need to pay dues before you're able to do those things. And then, yeah, Dylan, you jumped the gun. Yes, please go on and fill out our membership form at nighthacks.org/membership. I'm going to pause things here for a few minutes so that people have a chance to go on and fill out this form.
Yeah, definitely take this time to go ahead and sign up because it also asks if you're interested in the mentorship program as well as projects, Code for Good and things like that. So it doesn't require any commitment. Just because you say you're interested doesn't mean you have to go through with it. If you're interested to any extent, say so, and we'll keep you updated. And don't worry too much if you can't put in like the name of your Cash App or whatever. Like, you can just leave that blank, but definitely just put your name if you know you're gonna pay. And thank you to the people who already paid. I saw someone in the chat like already paid, so it's great.
In fact, I'm gonna pay my dues right now.
Maybe I should too.
This is where we'd insert the elevator music, as we're like, please leave a moment to fill out your memberships and pay any dues if you want to. And we'd have the fancy elevator music.
Do do do
There we go.
do 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 do. Corey, there's one link that if you're not a Cash App user, you can pay just on credit card. If you are, thank you, Connor, or whoever that was. The other link is for if you're not a Cash App member, you can pay on the online form through Square. All right, I just paid my dues.
Did you fill out the form?
Yeah.
You're setting a bad precedent.
The link, Mr. President, you're setting a bad precedent.
Mr. President, get down.
Yeah.
Link is on the screen. nighthacks.org/membership.
Yeah, let me go back one so people can see the Cash App link. There we go.
Here, let me put it in the chat. Let me see. So. Then it's nighthacks.org/membership, right?
Yes, for the membership form. Yes, please make sure to do both.
Well, wait. Here's a perfect opportunity to shamelessly plug. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, and join our Discord server. And sign up for the hackathon. Here we go.
So if
I have
you
the
go,
links.
Well, actually, we have a link tree. If you go on nighthacks.org/linktree, that has all of our social medias available for you to follow. That's the one link you need. That's also where we're going to be putting our events, our meetings, our Discord, and the actual Nighthacks website. So nighthacks.org/linktree, that is going to have any link you'll ever need throughout this semester.
Someone just asked, can we pay later? Yes, you don't have to pay your dues today. And if you don't want a t-shirt, you don't plan to vote, and you don't want to run for election, I guess you don't need to pay your dues ever, but we really hope you do.
Get a t-shirt. T-shirts are amazing.
Yeah, please do though, whether you pay your dues or not, fill out the membership form.
It's a high quality shirt.
It is, yeah.
Exactly.
It's so soft. I'm wearing one of our shirts right now. Yeah, so this is a shirt from the hackathon last year. or 2019.
So, Chris, do we get our shirts for this one?
What do you mean?
Do we get shirts for this one?
The hackathon?
Yes.
Yes, of
Do we
course.
get our org ones even if we weren't, even if, do we get our
Yes.
fancy org only t-shirts?
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. So if you are going to participate in the hackathon and you pay your dues, like you get 2 shirts at the end.
See, two
So,
shirts. 2 shirts.
yeah.
$10, 2 shirts.
If you have questions about dues, you should message Dylan. He is the treasurer, and Cash. I got the same error about experiencing high volume.
I'm going to be honest, for the Zoom group chat, it might be easiest if you send me an email because I'm having trouble in this Zoom, keeping up with different people that are private messaging me. So I will send an email that is a perfect place to send any problems paying dues, and I'll happily find a way for you to give us $10. I just sent that private message to Jorge Trejo. I'm so sorry.
I put your email in the chat.
Okay, good.
Everybody's email, by the way, is their first name at nighthacks.org. May I ask a question? What is the main difference between Hack at UCF and Night Hacks? Okay.
We'll get to that.
Excellent question.
We'll get there.
Yes.
We'll get there. I guess.
Right now, okay.
They're different.
Actually, no. We should go over this right now. Night hacks. So the word hack in Night Hacks and a hackathon refers to kind of like that, like programming grind, like hacking through a project. That's just kind of what the vernacular is for a hackathon. Don't ask me why it's called hacking, but that is what it is called. Like the organization that kind of like oversees all the hackathons, Major League Hacking. That's their name. A hackathon's called a hackathon. But yeah, we don't directly cover cybersecurity in this. There is a separate club for that, which we are going to mention soon.
Okay.
We don't know who came up with the name.
Yeah.
We have a bunch to pick with him too.
I'm going to move forward on the slideshow. So if you have any questions about these forms, please just message me directly. Okay. Great. One of the final things that we want to talk about is that we discussed all of these people that run the organization. That could be you. That could include you. And so we have 3 new director positions that we are opening up: a workshops director position, a projects director position, or a mentorship director position. Workshops director will be responsible for arranging these weekly workshops in the future, making sure that presenters are ready to present. That will be and kind of finding interesting topics that they think people would like to learn. The projects director will be responsible for forming the groups and making sure groups are on track for the projects program that we're starting this year. And the mentorship director will be responsible for pairing up mentors and hosting periodically mentorship events. We also have, if you're not interested in being a director, we have team openings. So if you are interested in doing sponsorship, design, finance, any of the teams, dev, communications, we have operations meetings weekly on Saturdays, 4 to 6 p.m. And the Zoom link will always be www.nighthacks.org/ops. If you go to that link, you'll get into the correct spot. And you don't have to tell us you're coming, just come join. And if you're interested in what we're talking about, if you're interested in organizing, then we will find a spot for you. Yeah, Corey, the link's not live yet. We have to make the Zoom meeting for that, but it will always be that link. The other thing that I would like to say is that all existing director positions will be open for application after the hackathon. So if you are interested in some of the director positions you already saw, they will all be open in October. We open the director positions up after the hackathon, and since the hackathon was delayed due to like the global pandemic that we're in, we kept on the current directors just for the period of time until the hackathon is actually carried out, because they've been working on it for the past year. But if you're interested in those positions, those will be open as well. Don't worry. And then I'm gonna, oh, I meant to move this slide, but we're gonna invite some of the other RSOs, the CCS RSOs, to talk about their organizations. So if, you know, we're online right now, it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on. So I think someone from HackUCF is on the call right now, if you'd like to take it away.
Chris, before you do that, here's
Yeah.
a quick question from Jorge. Can we go to operations meetings even if we're not in a team or a director?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Good question.
So we are going to transition over to the representative from HackUCF. This is the president. His name is Michael Teresi. So this is the club that actually has to do with cybersecurity. We don't particularly go into cybersecurity. I already mentioned how the hacking term is referring to project building. So yes, Teresi, go ahead and take it away and talk about your amazing club.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael Teresi, the current president of HackUCF. So what we kind of focus on, much differently than NightHacks, is we focus on cybersecurity, and that's kind of what we do. So the Cybersecurity Club for the development and betterment of all things cyber. And we do have our weekly meetings every Friday at 5:30 p.m. or 17:30, if that's your preference. We also do CTFs often. So those are caps of the flag competitions. We have a team called NightSec that competes in any of them that get announced. We also have some CTFs that are personal, so you can compete on your own and get practice that way. If you're not familiar with what a CTF is, it's basically a testing of sometimes exploiting a web page that's poorly developed, or sometimes it's reverse engineering a binary to get something out of it that you're not supposed to. So it's very much a pwn and hacker type, the real hacking, the computer hacking. And that's kind of where we focus on that. We also do weekend workshops every Saturday. The time, I think, changes time to time, but we do have a public calendar where all this is there as well. We discuss blue team and red team. So that is the cybersecurity defense and offense respectively. We also work with some competition teams that we have at UCF. So if you really want to go down that road, there is a path for you there. And although we do cybersecurity, we do welcome all majors, and we do welcome anyone of any skill set. So even from the very beginning to pro hacker, if you have those skills, we're here to help you learn and practice. So don't let your skill set seem to be some sort of discouragement. And of course, we welcome all peoples in our club. If you want to touch base with more of our members and see what else we're about, you can hit up our Discord at hackucf.org/Discord, or scan our PC Gaming Master Race RGB QR code. And just anything else about our club, you can also see our main website at just hackucf.org. That's pretty much all I got.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us. We have a couple other organizations that we want to talk about. Harold, do you want to take it away for AIUCF?
Yeah, so there are a couple other organizations in the extended, computer science technology sphere, and this one is particularly for artificial intelligence. AIUCF, they deal with all things artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning. They have bi-weekly general body meetings on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. They do research-oriented discussions, or they go into groups dissecting topics. They have projects focused on the industry, as well as a lot of workshops. And then they have their actual core, which goes into other, lecture, workshop, learning. Any other questions, you can definitely go into this Discord and ask anyone there, like the president of AIUCF, just like, Teresi that you just heard from. He's great. His name is Justin, right? His name is Justin. Yes, his name is Justin.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why. But yeah, no, Justin's great. He will answer any questions, or anyone else from the team. Their Discord is on the screen, as you just like everyone else's.
Awesome. And then we have one more.
And then lastly, but certainly most not least, we have ACM and ACMW. ACM stands for Association for Computing Machinery, and ACMW specifically focus on, including the inclusion of women into these spheres, because they want to make sure that they feel welcome and that you can represent and all that stuff, because we definitely support that. We especially support that here at NightHacks. They have a workshop tomorrow at 5 p.m. Because that is let's see, learning about career development, technical skills, and industry events. So definitely pop into their Discord if that's something you're interested in. They have their own workshops, their own mentorship. Oh yes, Camilla, you are in the team for ACM and ACMW. She just dropped some links in the chat. Definitely check them out. They're amazing.
Camilla, is there stuff that you want to add?
Yeah, feel free to speak. Like turn off your mic and go ahead and speak.
Yeah, I was here more for supporting the club. Harold summed it up pretty well. We're the club for all things CS, supporting everyone in CS. Whether it's like research, software engineering, you just want to make a cool thing, whatever, we got you. Community is really important to us, so we, as I mentioned, have study and gaming sessions every week. Yeah, come chill out with us, learn something new.
Thanks, Camilla. And then that is it. So now we have game night. So go ahead
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Questions.
Oh, yeah. Are
Questions.
there any questions before we go ahead and do game night?
I know we missed a couple questions in the chat, so definitely like ask those again. Sorry that we missed those earlier. Or unmute yourself, or raise your hand, or something like that.
I have a quick question. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So with all these clubs and everything, how many clubs are like manageable? Because of course they all sound awesome, but is it reasonable to be in 3 or 4, or should we only choose 2, or what do you?
Bro, I wasn't 3 on campus. You'll be fine.
I think the best thing to do is go to some of these intro meetings, figure out what you're interested in, and then because I definitely understand like feeling overwhelmed by like classes and all of your clubs. I think that you can go to quite a few meetings if you're interested, but you know, you're gonna find out which ones are really, really interesting to you, which ones are like can't miss for you. So that's what I recommend. Use this time when classes are a little bit slower and go to all of the meetings that interest you, and then figure out where your interests really lie.
Something I definitely recommend adding on to that is if you want to be like really involved, keep a calendar. Have a Google Calendar, because a lot of clubs will have like their own calendar integration. You can just add all their events to your calendar. Yeah, keep it updated whenever you hear about. If you want to be that person that goes to everything, you got to put everything in your calendar, but you will have to pick and choose what you attend. And you don't want to spread yourself out too thin. If you want to really build your skills, it's good to kind of really be like focus on one thing. You don't be kind of like looking around but not really getting too engaged. But yeah, keeping a calendar is probably the best thing you can do if you want to be involved in multiple clubs.
Edward, your question is there a calendar on the website with all the events coming up? Good question. Typically we promote, so there is not currently, because the website is made for the hackathon right now. On the club website, we do expect, and we have in the past had a calendar of events. We can share a calendar in the Discord if you join the Discord. Let's see, other questions. Are the forms editable if you want to update anything like resumes? That is a great question. I did not think of that. I can make them editable. If you want to submit your resume right now and then like change it in the future, you can upload a new one. But I'll, after this meeting, make at least the resume form editable. Dimitri asks, how can I pay the dues? The link is nighthacks.org/dues to pay, or you can use the Cash App, Nighthacks on Cash App. Any other questions?
Anyone that sent a due payment through Cash App, I think I should have gotten to everybody, so everyone's probably should be accepted.
Okay, Connor, I'll write those down. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I'll write that down. Thank you.
I know someone earlier asked if the slides in the recording are going to be available. Chris, you got any idea where we're going to put all that information?
Yeah, we have a GitHub where we added slides, and then the recording will be available on our YouTube channel, which we'll add both of those to Linktree to make sure that everybody can find it. Awesome. Great. thank you all. If you want to stay for games, we'll have that now. But it was great to meet you all. We hope to see you at our future workshops if you're leaving.
And
Sayonara.
Before we close off, I just want to point out on Discord, everyone is available to, if you want to ask us a question, we're going to be on the right side where the officers. So if you have any questions you want to ask us personally, feel free to ask me on the Discord. I'm always on Discord. That just tends to be the case with, all these clubs and all that stuff where everyone's on Discord. And I'm assuming everyone who's on the Discord, go onto the link tree if you're not on the Discord by any chance. And yeah, so let's get to the games.
Games, yes. All right, so if you are interested in playing Animal Crossing, just say that you're interested in the chat, and I'll make a breakout room for it. If you are interested in doing Jackbox, say so in the chat. And if you are interested in the Smash Brothers, you can add that. Were there other games that people wanted to play?
Scribble.io, there's Jackbox games, there is anything you guys want to play. If enough people want it, we will make a breakout room for it. I already see a lot of Jackbox.
Yeah, let me.
Okay, so from what I see, because we can just do everyone here Jackbox if we'd like. Let's see, League, if anyone else wants to play League. You guys just want to all play Jackbox? So this Jackbox is a game that all of us can play because there is an audience. 8 people are in the actual game, but then everyone can participate in the audience. Okay, so no one wants to break out into their own room for Smash Brothers, any other game? Sorry, what are you saying, Dylan?
I think we might have enough people to do one room. Scribblio might make sense because the audience doesn't necessarily play the game the same way, but I mean, we could also do Jackbox. It's whatever people want.
Would you guys want to split into 2 rooms for Jack? Well, I don't have. Does anyone else have Jack? I have Jackbox, but I can only do 1 instance of it. Yeah, let's stick together. All right.
Yeah, let's all do it together.
Cool. All right. So now let's get it. So any game specifically you guys want to play? Quiz, probably Quick Flash or something. Let me get my.
Are you able to?
I've got Party Pack 5. If you guys want to play that one.
I have all the party packs, so I can definitely.